territory is subject to a number of environmental risks. This image, for instance, shows the results of a flood that occurred in Trento a few decades ago. Response to that event heavily relied on the technology available at that time. Technology today allows a much more efficient response. But what about tomorrow? A study from the International Institute for Geoinformation Science and Earth Observation has calculated that between 1950s and 2000, natural disasters have caused, at a global level, 1.4 million deaths. Another study from the United Nations reports that only in 2006, natural disasters have claimed 35,000 lives. Sapir, director of the Research Center for Epidemiology and Disaster of the World Health Organization, claims that European countries are not adequately protected against the risks related to natural disasters. These are global as well as local issues. On December 2006, a railway accident occurred on the Brenner line. One of the two trains was carrying a few tons of MDI, a liquid that produces very toxic vapors if exposed to temperature above 20 degrees. As a result of the accident, one of the 4 tanks carrying the liquid exploded. The accident didn't turn into a tragedy only because of the cold temperature at that time of the year. This introduction clearly highlights the need to model and monitor our territory and its infrastructures. Through collection of data, by organizing the information retrieved by those data, by making this information available to the operators, enabling processing of this information, and by mapping the resulting risk. The European Community has promoted a number of initiatives, for instance through the European Environmental Agency, as well as through other initiatives such as the INSPIRE Directive, the Directive for the Infrastructure for Spatial Information in Europe. What is really required is a common language to manage all these environmental data. Promoting interoperability is also essential. Today, offices, authorities are all like islands of information. It is not possible to exchange data among them according to a common language and protocol. Interoperability is essential to build bridges among those islands. The key to interoperability is to create common protocols to exchange data. Another important aspect is to maximize reuse of information by avoiding duplication of information existing at different locations. This requires that each dataset is created and maintained in one location only. But which is the roadmap to achieve this? First of all, we need to maximize the benefits of the use of geographical information. Operators should be granted access to satellite data, data coming from sensors, data stored in distributed repositories. The information provided must be accurate, and technology used must be modular to allow for future expansion of the system. So, which are the objectives of our project? First of all, we want to move beyond what we call the information paradox. In fact, while operators often use very simple 2D interfaces to access geographical information, everybody has got access to very sophisticated 3D technologies such as Google Earth or Microsoft Virtual Earth. Then we need to develop tools that can improve response capability. We need to provide technology to perform analysis. This needs to be based on advanced human-computer interfaces, through the integration of technologies to access data and to perform simulations. The main challenge is to develop user-friendly yet very powerful technologies. To do so, our technology allows operators to create very complex simulation from elementary bits of information and simulations. This is done graphically by operators by connecting data and processes to create complex simulations. As a result, the user can create complex simulation in a very simple manner. But what else can we expect for the future? First of all, the development of advanced technology to manage our territory, based on advanced visualization, on new human-computer interfaces, on fast connectivity, on great computational capabilities, and based on georeferenced information. Last but not least, location-based services will enable the creation of a brand new set of technologies, whereby services will be delivered according to the location of the users in the real world. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have enjoyed this presentation.